Welcome back. We're still live on Today on STV, and it's a packed day with lots of fun interviews.
Yes, please join in on the conversation on social media. That is at Silverbird TV with the hashtag Today on STV. In the building right now, we've got Emmakeyzz.
Emmakeyzz is, let me see, he's a multi-talented, multi-instrumentalist. I'm getting confused because I know there's a lot of multi there. You're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're an actor, you're a script writer. Am I missing out anything else? You're a comedian?
And multi-instrumentalist.
Yes.
So how many instruments do you play?
I play 4.
4 instruments. Well, Emmakeyzz,
which
thank
4?
you for being on the show. And let's get right to it.
I want to understand what
4 instruments?
You have to give us this Da Vinci code. That you can do everything. So what instruments do you play?
I play the saxophone.
Wow.
The keyboard.
The
guitars.
Guitar.
Wow.
Guitars.
Bass,
everything.
Wow, and drums.
And the drums.
Wow. Did you go to a music school?
No.
Are you self-taught?
All self-taught?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
We have so many talented people in this country.
Yes.
We have so
human resources.
How was it YouTube? How did you just?
Yeah, I started with the drums. Like
you started in church.
Church.
There
Yes.
we go.
That's Beyonce's story. Everyone's story.
Yeah.
I started in church with the drums. So as time went on, I went on to the keyboards, then to the guitars because I had a dream of becoming a music producer. So and I wanted to have an idea of all the instruments. So when I start producing,
And you're still you have a lot of time you're in your 30s, so you still have enough time to produce for the biggest and the best. Yeah. Amazing.
At least 50 more years of
yes.
At least, before you retire.
So, how long did it take you to learn all these instruments?
I'm still learning. We learn every day.
Of course,
so
of course.
It took a while, but keep
I'm just like how many years? 10 years. When did you learn your first instrument?
I think it was about 10 years when I started playing drums.
10 years. Okay. And you started with drums.
Drums. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Thank God for church. A lot of people have their foundation in music from their church, whether it was singing, it was instruments. A lot of people always credit church to being the first place they got that
foundation of music
to
comes through
express themselves.
Exactly.
And you're still a church boy till now. You're now.
Yeah.
You are what's it called? MFM.
Yeah. No, don't do that.
But at the same time, I would really
as much as we pray,
sing.
we do music as well.
Okay.
I'd really love to hear you sing on the show.
Will you sing for
us? Would you do
us?
the honors?
Yes.
Hey,
okay.
Worship.
Let's do this.
Thank you. Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay. Jesus, you're everything to me. I cannot do without you. Your praise forever on my lips. I let the whole world know you are everything to me.
Thank you so much, Emmakeyzz.
Okay, I was touched.
You have a few programs that you do of your own. So yes, you are with MFM as one of the backup singers. What else? What's the program you have? I think it's called the White
Project.
The White Project. What exactly is that?
Yeah, it's a worship concert every October.
Okay.
I had the last one 2 Sundays ago. I used to mark my birthday.
Okay.
It's every Sunday.
And you organize it?
Yes.
And it's just any denomination of anyone, just come and worship?
Yes, I work with, I'm an interdenominational person as well. So
amazing.
I work with a lot of people, and even in the secular world and the gospel will bring everybody together to worship God. We have the Almighty, and everybody recognizes that there's an Almighty God, so we should give Him your own praise, whichever way you can.
Amazing. I wanted to ask something.
I think it has something to do with him being like multi-talented. So how does he focus? How does he focus on?
That's one.
That's it, right?
No, it's not.
That's not it. I didn't read your mind.
No.
Okay, so when you have all these different hats that you put on, don't other parts suffer as a result of the juggling?
Well, the work alongside,
each other.
they're all entertainment. the instrumentation, the singing, the acting, and everything, they work alongside. They're all entertainment because an actor has an atom of a singer in you. A singer has an atom of an actor because while performing on stage as well, you act, you sing as well. So, and for you to get the best of your instrumentations while performing, you need to have an idea. So everything works together. It doesn't affect really, but at times, like the whole of 2017 was more of me acting.
So how many movies have you done till date?
Yeah, I've done about 15, 16.
Wow. And are they, is
secular
it
and gospel?
I'm about to say now, do you only, so you do
Secular
both?
and gospel,
So would you do a movie role where you had to kiss somebody, for instance?
I select my. I select
So you wouldn't do a movie role where you had to smoke?
No, yeah.
Because I'm assuming you don't smoke, you don't drink,
No,
all
I don't
those.
smoke, I don't
You've never drunk. Have you never drank before?
No, I've never drank.
You've
And
never
you
drank before. You've never smoked before.
I've never drank.
Even wine, red wine, uncool.
No, not Pepsi.
It's
I
okay.
drink.
Pepsi. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I like the alcohol once in a while, and I'm still a child of God. I like it once in a while. I was gonna say, who have you worked with in the gospel arena in terms of, do you have recorded music?
Yeah, have you worked with
Have you worked with anyone? With who?
Honors, there's a gospel singer called Honors.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've not worked with Honors in person, but we've been on the same platform several
Okay.
as well as the part of Midnight Crew, Mike Abdul,
Okay.
at times Frank Edwards, and some of the likes of those people. We've been on Bucci.
You've been on the same platform at programs.
Yeah.
But do you have any recorded music now that people could download? Your own music?
Yes, there are a whole lot of them.
Okay.
Online.
Amazing. And do you have anybody on those? Who have you worked with on those kind of tracks? Have you worked with anyone yet?
I've not worked with any A-list artist yet. But,
in the gospel artists, everybody say A-list. We're all children of God.
yeah, we're all children of God. I've worked with some couple of people like Mark Sams, the winner of the just concluded one of the gospel competitions.
Okay.
So I've worked
But
with
who would you like to work with on a song that you haven't worked with yet? In the gospel world, and let us talk about the secular world as well. So in the gospel
I
world,
would love to work with Tim Godfrey.
Tim Godfrey, yes, I love his the texture of his voice. Absolutely love it.
Is it true what they say that there's more collaboration in the gospel world than in the secular world?
No, I think there is more in the secular than in the gospel.
Yeah, I think there's more in the secular. I feel like the gospel, they're not collaborating enough.
Yes,
I think.
Well, I think it's the way we think the gospel set up. Because I've also been with secular setup. I was opportune to perform at the 2016 Rhythm Unplugged, Pepsi Rhythm Unplugged, and we were with some of these artists, and we saw the way they react and do things. But I think we have. You can easily walk up to a secular artist. If I was opportune to work with a secular artist, I would have worked with so many of them, because they are easily accessible.
So who do you want to work with in the secular world?
The secular world.
Who do you think, if you had to just pick one person, like, okay, I'd like to work with that person?
Well, I think I like Two-Face.
You see, I know Two-Face. Let me call him now. Wait, hold on. Hey, Two-Baba, I will get you the deal. Watch me. Hey, I will call Annie. Annie will condemn. You understand? That's so great. I mean, the gospel scene is very different than what it was before. I always say that what's it called? Who's the Hallelujah Challenge guy again? Nathaniel
Bassi. There we go.
I remember that period so
Nathaniel
much.
Blow, right?
Yeah,
Yes, that's his Instagram handle.
Okay.
I remember that time a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I remember Freeze was criticizing him and saying, "Oh, he used the opportunity to cash out on Olowo Gogoro." Olowo Gogoro. So he had a song that was, because he used to say that a lot during the 1 month challenge. Yeah. And I was like, what's wrong with that? You know, there's a certain expectations from gospel artists not to make money or not to use. I don't understand it personally. You know, they are artists. They sing. Yeah. They also need to get paid. Yeah. That's how they get paid. That's how they make money.
But that's the same argument you can talk about pastors with private jets.
What?
Is it not?
Okay, let's ask you. What is your opinion of pastors who have private jets?
There's nothing bad about it, because if Jesus were to be in this time, he would be using private jet as
Oh
well.
God,
Because
seriously?
Jesus uses the best of the best. When he was
Jesus
Seriously?
walked. He walked.
Jesus used a donkey.
Yeah.
He used a donkey.
donkey, sheep, and the best
And
of it.
that
He
was
said,
the
"Go and look
best."
for that donkey that has not been climbed by anybody. Just tell the owner. The owner was actually reserving it for a special day. Say that one that nobody has climbed.
You're
Go and get
serious?
it."
So you think, do you know how much a private jet is?
Wait, this is a donkey compared to a horse. Like,
Do you
there's
know?
a certain
Okay,
speed
so
you
let me put this in context. If you were going to fly with a private jet to Abuja, it will cost you at least $1,500 to Abuja. If you're flying out of the country, you're looking at least $15,000. That's how much it is to get a seat on a private jet to go out of country. So
And
can
you
you
also have to
imagine
pay
how much it is?
for it to
I want
sleep
to.
over
No, no.
in a hangar.
I'm being very realistic here. This is a country where education is so poor.
Yeah.
And the pastors who own universities,
Poverty capital of the world.
and the pastors who own universities, some of them own private jets.
Yeah.
Do you think that money could not be better used for other things?
Yes, you're right there. You're right there. I just like some of these pastors that have so-called private university, they even pay more than even the normal.
Thank
private
you.
universities. And some of these monies are being built with the monies of the church members. I believe they can channel those funds to help the poor, of which I know they also have mediums at which they reach out to the
I
poor.
know. But for me, I'm just thinking, such a huge amount for you to travel. And let me tell you the real truth. Dangote has a private jet, but half of the time he rents it out. Do you know
They're
that?
still making money for
He's
him.
still, half of the time, that jet is probably going to pay for itself at the end of the day. Because the truth is, there's no one that owns a private jet that uses it 24/7. So it is a recurring expenditure
it's a
that is
luxury.
it's a liability at a point.
But at the same time, let's look at it from this perspective, whereby a pastor has to catch up with the administration, and he has delayed flight and all that.
No,
and
please don't tell me that, because
all those things
nah,
comes
this
up, and
is the age of the
this-
internet.
Everybody
A lot of people go to church in their homes by just switching onto website.
I mean,
It's even better for him
how
to
many
do a
times?
production.
For me,
of
how many times
himself.
will he actually be in that
It's
situation
cheaper.
that it warrants him to have a
get a
private
private
jet? That's what I'm thinking about. I'm doing the math in my head. How many times will he? Now, the amount of times he's going to have to save up to, because he's going to have to save up to make that money. Let's just say maybe 100 million naira to buy that private jet. And now that is minus the cost of renting and storing and maintaining the jet per day. That's how it's charged. My friend owns one of the private hangars. They charge you per day.
Per day.
And it's not small money. I'm talking about millions per day once you are. You see, it's not a small. That's why they have
It's
the
not
money.
small money.
But is it their money?
Some of them have investments. It's not just the church thing.
Oh, be serious, man.
Yeah.
Be serious.
Some of them have investments.
And they're
Some
using
write books,
their own money to
some
buy them.
write books. Some have schools. Some have other investments they do apart from the preaching.
But all this investment, they came
legitimizes
about.
all that money.
All
being
this investment, they
spent.
came about when they became pastors. Am I wrong or am I wrong? I'm being serious. I'm a
But
child
most
of
of these
God.
people are career people before they became pastors.
Yes,
like
but they
some
did
of them
not.
that
But they did not
became
have. They were not that high
Yeah,
in.
they didn't have that access to all those funds.
Let's be real. No. See, this is not me criticizing. I'm a child of God.
And you're a fan of Daddy Freeze.
No. See, I don't mind what Daddy Freeze is doing. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of how he's doing it.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you should always try and break the status quo.
Yeah.
You should not always say, "Oh, I don't like sheep movement." But my problem is the way he's doing it. I'm not a big fan of it. There's no need to. To show how emotionally intelligent you are. You should be able to get your point across without insults.
Insults, yeah.
That if he's always insults, I'm not a big fan of that. There's no need to insult anybody without getting. I can tell you, I think you are a very nasty person without actually insulting you and insulting your father. And there's no need for that. Yeah. But what is your take on Daddy Freeze and the whole tithe issue?
It's a tight one though. But you said it all. You don't have to insult people, especially when you're talking about men of God here, because they are mostly charismatic leaders, and we have a lot of people following them. So if you run them down before the public, you're not just running them as a personality. They are carrying that personality of a pastor. So it's more like you're rubbishing even God in their life. So if you have any issue with them, there's a way you should paint it that it will not offend God and not the people as
So
well.
what do you think about the issue? Not how he does it now, the issue itself.
The Tithing thing.
Yes.
I don't think I want to feature in this.
No,
but I tithe.
I tithe as well.
I tithe, and it has been working for me. So if he believes it doesn't work for him, let him go ahead with it.
No, that's not what he's saying.
That the money should not be given to pastors. Then
No.
we should collect it.
What he's saying is the premise of which pastors are asking for tithing money he feels is not right.
Right.
He's saying that there are other ways to tithe, but the church ties it to the church so that all the money comes to the church. He's saying that you can tithe in so many other ways and it doesn't affect your destiny with God. That's what he's...
The Bible said that bring ye all the tithes to the storehouse.
Yes.
And the storehouse then happens to be the temple.
Then it was the storehouse now. The storehouse could be a human being. I'm just saying.
Looking at it liberally, it's that the storehouse now is church. Okay. That's what we see as.
But what is church?
Now. And we have.
What is church?
The church is not just the building.
God bless you. What is church?
The people.
So you see the point. Can you see?
Yeah,
the church is the people.
So you can see
the people.
Yes.
It's the people, and there are people called Levites who needs this money, and those are the ones working in the church. Not just the pastors. We have the musicians and so several offices.
But God say bring this only to Levites.
Yeah, this is a very dicey subject.
This is a very dicey subject. People bring all their offerings and everything to the apostles' feet.
Let's find out what you think about this, because this argument can go on for so long. Remember to join us on social media at Silverbird TV. Do not forget the hashtag today on STV. I think that this debate can go on endlessly. Endlessly. So please, everyone should join the conversation on social media at Silverbird TV with the hashtag today on STV. Please, what's your social media handle?
At Emmakeyzz.
Exactly his name. But thank you so much, Emmakeyzz.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for.
We wish you all the best, and we hope that you take these few words of ours and you spread the word. But all the best on your project. Is it this next month, the White project?
I've done that already.
You've done it already?
Next
year. All the best on that, and we look forward to seeing more music from you.
Yeah, definitely.
In the coming
and
months.
More comedy too.
More comedy, more movies.
More movies.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Join the conversation, but we will still be here when you come back from the break. We will go on a break, but you don't go anywhere. Today on STV is still live. We'll be back.